I'm doing something kind of different today. I'm doing a tutorial in my house, which I don't really like to do because the lighting's all yellow and my house is a mess, but I'm doing it anyway because it's too dark to film outside and I'm inspired to do this now, and if I don't do it now, I may never do it. I just got finished watching Deanne Love's latest tutorial where she talked you through some of her personal flow that she does, and it made me think of a move that I do in my flow that I haven't really seen anyone else do. Maybe because it's not that exciting to look at, so no one's ever like, oh hey, how do you do that? But I really like the way it feels, and so I'm going to share it with you. And I'm gonna call it the one-handed 3-beat weave because that's basically what it is. Prerequisite for this move is the reverse weave. You'll need to know how to do that, and I will run through that really quickly. You'll want to use your lightweight off-body hoops for this move. Obviously, they're going to be a lot easier than your big heavy hoops to swing through the air. To do the reverse weave, you're going to start by holding the hoop with your palm facing up and your fingers pointed away from you as if you're carrying a dinner tray. You're going to swing the hoop up towards your pinky and let it drop over your opposite shoulder. So when your hand's in this position, if you were to move your hand towards your pinky, that's the direction you want to swing. The hoop is going to come up and you want to swing it over your opposite shoulder. The shoulder opposite the hand that's holding the hoop. I usually do this move with the hoop in my right hand. So you'll swing the hoop up and guide it in the direction of your opposite shoulder and then let gravity just drop the hoop down. And if your plane is even, that means if you're dropping the hoop in a straight line as if it's running parallel to a wall that's right here, the momentum of the hoop will automatically start the swing back in the other direction. And for that, you're gonna have to kind of do this funky wrist maneuver. Still leading with your pinky, the hoop is going to come up and back around to your original side. Those are the basics, and if you can practice that, then you can do the rest of this move. So I start out, usually I've got the hoop spinning behind me. It's in my right hand. I don't do clockwise, counterclockwise. My brain doesn't think of clocks. I think of forward or backward. Forward to me is like if you're pitching a baseball, and backward is if the hoop is swinging towards your head. Like if it were right in front of you, it would smack you in the face. And if you were going forward, it would smack you in the crotch. Does that make sense? Jess terminology. So the hoop is spinning backwards, and when it crosses your palm, you're gonna go into your reverse weave. When the hoop drops over to your opposite shoulder, instead of sending it back to the original side, you're going to swing it to your opposite shoulder and then make a quarter turn toward the hoop. So now you're standing with the hoop in front of you, and you've got it in this grip. It's hanging from your fingers. I like to keep a loose grip when I weave, always. From here, you're going to swing towards your pinky, so your pinky is still leading this movement. You're going to swing it towards your pinky and you're going to pull your elbow up and sort of aim the hoop towards your armpit. This is the tricky part of the move if you're not used to doing it, but what you ultimately want is one big weave. So you're going to lead with your pinky, you're going to pull your elbow up, crank the hoop towards your armpit, and it's going to come up, and then just let it drop back down to the side. And at the same time it's dropping, you're going to make another quarter turn to the left. I'm doing this with my right hand, and my quarter turns are going to the left. When you end your turn, you're going to be in a quarter isolation, and your hand is going to be back on the inside of the hoop. You're going to be facing the hoop again, except technically you will be facing the other direction. So if you started the move here, by the time you get to this point in the move, you are here. From this position, you are going to drop the hoop and let it roll once over your hand. Just make sure it is rolling toward your pinky, and then you make one last quarter turn to the left, and you are back in your starting position, and you start over. So here it is again in slow-mo. And in real time. And there you go. This is probably the most technical tutorial I have ever made. I really hope you liked it. I had somebody request off-body moves, and this is one of my favorite off-body moves, so I do it a lot. If you have any requests for future tutorials, please leave them in the comments. Don't forget I also have an Etsy shop where I sell hula hoops, and that is jesshoops.etsy.com. That's it for me today. Hopefully next time I will be back outside where the lighting doesn't suck so bad. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Happy hooping!